Ghosts. Aliens. Creatures of the night. Do they exist? Who knows? There's some compelling evidence, but right now we're gonna look at the not so compelling evidence and have some fun with it. This first clip comes from a teacher during a video conference class with his students and is truly terrifying. Everything appears normal at first, but then an eerie figure is seen crawling across the floor in the background. Suddenly, Jeff the Killer peeks around the corner, sees the teacher doing his job even during quarantine, and spares him out of respect. Absolutely spine-chilling. Of course, the students point out what they see, and of course, the teacher reacts too slowly to catch anything. And of course, he doesn't bother to get up and check when he's told there's an intruder in his home. Probably because he's struggling to keep a straight face while basking in the success of his little prank. This next clip will surely chill you to the bone, for it shows a figure standing in the window of a supposedly abandoned school that apparently keeps the lights on 24/7. That's it. He's just standing there, menacingly. And the people in the car are understandably freaked out. But let's talk about the real horror here. Distracted driving. Keep your eyes on the road before you end up making ghost yourself. The most horrifying thing about this next clip is the concept behind it. Randonautica is an app that takes a user's location and tags random coordinates near them so they can have random adventures. I'm gonna let that sink in for a moment. There's an app that sends people to random locations, and they actually go there to look around. Shine up the Darwin Awards, people. We're gonna have to hand a few of them out. Anyway, in this clip, our intrepid idiot appears to have been sent to some kind of abandoned building site, complete with a well straight out of The Ring. But there are no dead little girls in white dresses with black hair. Instead, he finds a naked man huddled in a corner, who unleashes a slowed-down elk call before turning around and charging like an animal.
No mames. No mames.
Is it a monster? Is it a junkie? Or a mediocre scare video that relies entirely on the audience having never heard an elk call before? I think we all know the answer. Oh, the next clip is a real heart-stopper. Apparently, this woman is being harassed by a potential home invader with potentially supernatural origins. Guy who wears sunglasses in dark rooms and guy who hasn't slept in a week are here to help. The terror mounts as the woman displays her awful acting skills, and our heroes treat her crazy lady performance with stone-faced seriousness. We then see them sleeping like vampires, while the woman does more standard crazy person stuff, including playing with a doll like it's a real baby, and rocking back and forth while giggling to herself. Video also shows that she has great hair, very shiny and silky. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Who knows? She spends the next couple seconds showing that she'd be perfect for a live-action Spider-Gwen, before leaving the room and awakening the vampire boys with her racket. Which is just rude, because the one in black really needs a nap. The guys head into the basement where, in a Shyamalanian twist, they find the real Emma, tied up in the basement. They are then accosted by the imposter, but they escape quite easily, and through it all, the cameraman never even thinks about putting the device down. Even when trying to save another human being and running for his own life, the show must always go on, even in the face of crazy, wall-crawling, middle-aged women with limited acting skills. Oh, this next clip is a doozy. Once again, the rake has been spotted by someone packing a 240p potato, like an anorexic Bigfoot. When is someone going to tell these people that the rake is just a creepypasta? It's not some mythological being that's been talked about for thousands of years and has appeared on cave paintings. It was made in 2005 on 4chan. Also, props to the cameraman, for even in the face of instinctive fight-or-flight panic, he still has the wits to say "oh frick" instead of "oh f***."
Watch your profanity.
This next video is actually legit creepy. But the thing I question is that you capture legit evidence of the paranormal, you only record 10 seconds of it, and your first instinct is to slap a funny caption on and post it to TikTok. Maybe it just says something about this generation, but personally I think it says a bit more than that. This next one has to be seen to be believed. The uploader set up a camera to catch paranormal activity he was sure was going on while he slept. And indeed, he captured some horrifying things, such as the reason he suffers from neck and lower back pain. That sleeping position makes me shudder just looking at it. Ugh. Now, in the original compilation, Top 10 says something about a ghost lady, along with his helpful red arrows pointing out a mysterious shadow that keeps appearing from around the corner. However, when you watch the clip, it's clear that the shadow is coming from the bathroom door that keeps opening on its own. Spooky. Interesting that a camera pointed right at this door, but there's no footage of it actually opening by itself. We are instead treated to acting so bad even a Sharknado sequel would laugh at it. He rounds the corner and is supposedly dragged away, even though you can clearly see him rock back a bit so he can throw himself forward with enough momentum to make it look convincing. He fails completely and utterly in this endeavor, but he gets a C- for the effort. It shows a man disappearing into thin air, captured by a doorbell camera. That this is an editing trick. This man isn't the only one who disappears. There's another shadow ahead of him, which is a dog, judging from the shape, as well as the leash in the man's hand. Now notice the slight bend in the mailbox post, as well as the fact that what at first looks like the shadow of the tree across the street is actually in front of the man as he walks by. What it really is, the top of a bush that the editor forgot to mask out. Also note that both the man and his dog continue to cast shadows even after they quote-unquote disappear. The scariest thing here is that this guy is walking his dog off his leash and lagging so far behind it. Real talk, dude. It's one thing to trust your dog, it's quite another to force everyone else to trust your dog. Just saying, the next clip will make your hair stand on end. It starts with a group of women investigating a haunted bar and screwing around with a Ouija board. Sweetheart, that mask won't protect you from Satan. They somehow even managed to rope Jesus into their shenanigans. There's also a haunted doll, because of course there is, named Annie, because of course it is. It's a known fact that ghosts and demons don't like originality. Also, the doll is apparently known to cry actual tears when disturbed, but this is never shown on camera, because of course it isn't. This last clip is sure to make you wish you wore your brown pants. It starts with a group of kids goofing around, when one of them bends down and ever so gently and carefully puts a bottle back in the fridge, and is ducked down just long enough for what looks like a middle-aged man in a yellow shirt to do a creepy robot walk right in front of the window. And of course, the cameraman is at the perfect angle for the wall to block our view of the entrance. The cameraman is understandably startled, and quickly moves to check it out. Props to him for not just standing there. But alas, as he goes into the darkness and takes a suspiciously long time to turn on the lights, he finds nothing. The clip ends before he can turn to his left and reveal his dad ducked down behind the wall. That was fun. Hey, if you like this video and want me to do more, let me know in the comments. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you all next time. This is Mr. Killjoy, signing off.